Hi everyone, PattayaOwl here, hope you're well. And it's another live on a Saturday. I wonder if we can get anywhere near what we got last Saturday. I think about 140 people last Saturday. And on Tuesday, we got 158 people on the live stream. I'm starting a little bit early, as normal, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stay on any less. I will stay on for the same amount of time. And we've got a couple of people in the house, just literally started the live stream. How are you doing, Jonas, mate? I'm sat here on the balcony of the condo. It's craziness out there today with Songkran. And I'll tell you where I've just been most of the day when we get a few more people on. Jonas, how's my favourite bird? Thank you, mate. Fantastic, really good. I've had a cracking day at Songkran, believe it or not. AK Reynolds, morning man. Good morning, mate. Sean, big man, how are you doing, Sean? I'm on a little bit early, but I will stay on the same amount of time. It's not meant to start till 5 o'clock, but hope you're all well. Whereabouts are you? We usually get people from England, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, all over the place. And of course here in Thailand. Michael, hi mate, great night again. Absolutely mate, good to see you mate. Oh yeah, of course it was the Meetup last night. I'm still a bit rough actually, a little bit rough. Alec, hi Mark, hello mate. Sean, South Wales, fantastic. I'm actually wearing a bit of a Welsh shirt today, if you've noticed. I got a Never Say No to a Free t-shirt, thank you Webby. And we've got 21 people on already. Early doors, not even meant to start till 5 o'clock. Alec is in Cheltenham, the UK. How are you doing, mate? I've heard the weather's nice in the UK at the minute. Is that true, mate? It's boiling here. And of course, it's Thai New Year today, Songkran. Even though it's been going on for days, they're squirting water at each other. Today is actually the official day. And when we get a few more people on, I'll tell you where I've been. Oh, it's raining there, Sean. Oh, mate. Alec, yes, the cricket is on. What are you all up to today? It's Saturday, isn't it? So, is there any football in England going on? Alec says the cricket's on. I don't really follow cricket, to be fair, mate. It's about 36 degrees here today. It's a warm one. Gary Cook. Hi, Mark. Have a great day. A great live, bro. Thank you very much. I do enjoy these lives. I think we've maybe done 5 or 6 of them now and it seems to be growing. It's because you guys hit that like button and it really does boost the live and we get more people on. Robert, hi Mark, love your videos, keep them coming. Shame you're heading back. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. The channel, there's a good backlog of videos on the channel and of course when I get the opportunity I'll bring you some more. But yeah, thank you very much mate for your support. Well, I've been at the Maggie May's resort grand opening slash Songkran party, easy for me to say, this afternoon. Went there about midday. I was on the bike, so I only had a bottle of beer, but great place, great atmosphere. The rooms are amazing. Yeah, really nice rooms. But, you know, they're all sat around the pool, they've got food on, they've got music. So I'm glad I went actually. It was a great few hours. Alec, don't blame you mate, cricket is boring. I mean I find it boring, but each to their own mate. Sly Boy, how are you doing mate? Thanks for being a member. Good afternoon from Western Australia. I bet it's warm there mate. Oh, Easter weekend. Of course it is. You know, I've not had an Easter egg actually. Because it was Good Friday on Friday and Easter Sunday tomorrow I'm guessing. So we'll see how many people we get on the live stream today. I couldn't believe we got 158 on Tuesday. Absolutely brilliant. Mac Loving, yo, how are you doing, mate? People are starting to come on. If you can hit that like button for us, it should help us get the live out there and more potential owls can join us. Oh, up to nearly 50 already now. That's brilliant. What's the temperature, mate? Yeah, it's mid-30s, very humid. I love it though. Jonas, yes, soon hunting for Easter eggs. Well, I do like a white chocolate Easter egg, you know. I do like an Easter egg. I've not seen one Easter egg over here in Thailand. Arjun, hi Mark, greetings from Bangalore, India. Appreciate your passion for the channel and love for Pattaya City. Fantastic, mate. So we've got people from all over the place today. England, Wales, India. Brilliant stuff. And I hope you can hear me all right. I've got the DJI mic on. So I had a meetup night last night at the cave, and it was a quiet one. Songkran, I mean, it wasn't quiet from a Songkran perspective, but it was water fights and everything. And so we had, I think it's fair to say, less subscribers turning up at the meetup. But not everyone likes to be squirted with water and buckets over your head. But it got to the point where I just embraced it, and we ended up having a massive water fight with the bar next door, completely drenched. But it was either that, you're just going to get wet anyway. It was carnage. Alec, too hot for me. I'll be there in December. Okay, mate. Jonas from Sweden, of course. I remember you saying on, I think it was Tuesday, you were on the live stream, mate. Is anybody doing anything exciting for Easter? Are you going away for a weekend away? Do you celebrate Easter where you are? I am. I'm just looking there. I'm actually 20 minutes early. I'd rather be early. I'd rather be early than late. And I can't believe I'm early, even though I've been to a party around the pool. I'm not going to lie. Part of me was thinking I could stay here for the afternoon. But I didn't. I knew I had a live. So I came back to the condo. The streets are carnage. You know, it's literally water fights down Beach Road everywhere. I mean, it's Thai celebration. It's their new year. But after today, it's over, I think. Jonas, yeah, 37 degrees is a bit too hot. The rise, oh Andy, the comments are coming through now. Why not do a live from the pool? I considered it, mate. However, it's the grand opening of Maggie May's resort. There's lots of music going on. There's lots of people there. Not everybody wants to be filmed. Even if I took myself away in a corner, you've still got the music, and I don't want to be doing a live stream while everyone else is just you know, having a party around me. So I thought, you know what, I've enjoyed it there. I'll nip back to the condo and get on the live from my balcony. And that's where I am. Literally on the balcony of my condo. But I must say, the Maggie May's resort, I mean, I was not only blown away by the rooms, but just the whole kind of area. You know, the bar area, the pool. Yeah, it was good. Thank you very much for the invite. Jonah, searching for Easter eggs with my son and Easter lunch with friends. Brilliant. That sounds great, that, Jonas, mate. Steve Woodburn, you'll be able to get some cheap discounted Easter eggs when you're back. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Maybe get a white chocolate one. Reduced by £1. I can't believe I've not actually posted a vlog today. I've kind of written off today for creating a vlog just because of the craziness of Songkran. It's hard to get anywhere. You know, even just getting to the other end of Jomtien for the Maggie May's opening Songkran party, you know, I'm getting drenched on the way. People throwing water bombs, water pistols while I'm trying to ride the scooter. Arrived at Maggie May's fully drenched. So trying to vlog is tricky, but tomorrow is a new day. It's Sunday, and I'll put a vlog together and get one out. But I managed to get one out yesterday. If you've not seen it, watch it after this live. I think it's going through how much I've spent in the last almost 2 years coming to Pattaya, Thailand, and yeah, I won't ruin it for you if you've not seen it, but I'm glad I did that because it gave me an actual idea of how much I've spent. But I've had a great time, amazing time. Long may it continue. Thank you to everybody who's just joined. If you don't know, I'm on my balcony at the condo. We're 15 minutes early, we've got 60 people on and we're not even meant to start yet. If you could just hit that like button, that'll help the live move up the algorithm, is what I've been told to say, being an owl. And it'll help people come on the live. Or smash the like button is what some people say. It does actually do the job, it works. Alec, it's lovely to speak to you, chap. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. I like the videos. Spot on. Thank you for the support, Alec. Love the picture of the owl and the Thai flag. Steve, excuse me. Have you been up to the Temple of Truth? No, but I have got something planned for Monday, without giving too much away. Yeah, there's going to be a video. There's going to be a number of videos coming out next week. As fun as Songkran has been, it has restricted me a little bit in terms of getting around, and also, you know, when you're getting water thrown at the phone. I know it's meant to be waterproof, but it's only an iPhone 15. How much water can it actually take? I didn't want to chance it. Misty Hill, well, yeah, my first Songkran, mate, and you know, we've basically, you know, we've had it all week, and I've been involved in it and enjoyed it, but it is what it is. It comes to an end today, and the water fights stop until next year, is my understanding. But it is my first one. Not surprised really to get soaked. I know what it's about. It's about people, you know, it's also Thai New Year, but also they celebrate with putting water on each other. And also I've had some of the chalk on the face. I did a little short the other week. So yeah, embrace it. I mean, that's what I did at the Meetup night last night. It wasn't a full house, the Meetup. However, we just embraced Songkran, and we had a water fight with a bar next door. And at one point, I actually got water in the ear, and I lost my hearing for about 2 hours. Oh, the comments are coming through. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Jonas, yes, the temple is so beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I can't believe I've never been in like 2 years. Jim, I think the best value for money breakfast is either the Rover or Time Bar. Well, for me, I mean, Time Bar is unbelievable. 129 baht. And you get big bangers as well. Siggy, hello, Mr. Owl. Hello, mate. Thank you for your continued support. Missed it art, okay. Heavy duty if you're new. Yeah, you might get used to it as the years go by, but it's not too bad when you're on foot. It's when I'm on the motorbike, you know, you're swerving a little bit. You've got to be on the ball. Not everyone water pistols you in the face either. Some just do it to the body, which makes it a little bit easier. But you know, Happy New Year from Thailand. Toby, water resistant and waterproof are very difficult. I would not chance it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some videos on YouTube of people dropping the phone in a lake and it was perfectly fine, but I really don't want £1,000 bill for a new iPhone. Yes, I have got the DJI Pocket 3, which I've used not a lot on this filming the vlogs. Not used it a lot at all. Maybe I should. I much prefer pulling out the iPhone and making a vlog. Yeah, I've done the Gold Buddha. I've done a vlog on that one. White Lime Sanctuary of Truth is an amazing structure. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And there will be a vlog out soon, maybe even Monday. I'm going there on Monday, potentially. Jonas, hope you don't get sick from all that not so clean water. I hope so as well, mate. I mean, yesterday, you know, we're taking on the other bar, we're launching water, you know, I've got water pistols going left, right and centre, and then someone got me from here, full bucket of water in the ear, and it went right in the ear, I lost my balance for a second and then I had to bail out, and it was only in the early hours of the morning, lying on my bed, did it just go and come out, and thankfully the water came out. I don't know what happens if the water stays there. I don't know how it stays there. But I lost my hearing for most of the meetup. But it was a quiet one last night at the meetup. We normally get 10 to 12 people. Yeah, we didn't even have half of that last night. I'm putting it down to Songkran. Steve, have you come across many golf societies in Pattaya? Yeah, I've come across, obviously, iRovers, it might have something to do with golf, and also the Golden Ferret seems to be a bit golf orientated. I'm not a golfer though. I play golf, I play pitch and putt, you know, I've had my own clubs before, and I can hit a ball. Wow, we've got 80 people on and we're not even meant to start till 5 o'clock. If you can just hit that like button, smash the like, as some people say, it'll help people join the live. And let's see if we can get anywhere near our record. Our record is 158 people, and we got that on Tuesday night. And I'm live from the condo, from the balcony in 30 odd degrees heat. And I've chose this place today just because of the craziness outside, because it's Thai New Year, it's Songkran. You know, we've got tanks going up and down the street, tuk-tuks, bark buzzes loaded with water pistols. Jim hates Songkran, gets sick of every time. Each to their own, mate. Yeah, I mean, do I love getting drenched with water every day? No, but you know, I've embraced it. I think if any day today, or I think it was midweek, I did the whole kind of chalk on the face, water pistols. Last night, water fight with the bar next door, and that'll do me. I don't, you know, it seems in Pattaya it's been a number of days. I'd guess that maybe 10 days long it's been. But there was a really good feel actually. So today I've been at the Maggie May's official opening Songkran party. Had just a one bottle and then rode home on the bike. And riding home on the bike, I've never seen anything like it. You know, you've got water fights on both sides of the road. You've got foam parties going on at the side of the road. But it actually felt positive. It felt a really good kind of atmosphere. Everyone's celebrating with water. I'm doing my best to keep up with these comments, everybody. Okay, cool, Jonas, mate. Steve, I'm back in Bangkok after 3 wet days in Pattaya. I'm glad to be back. A bit of normality. Good for you, mate. I've not actually been to Bangkok this time round. I've come straight to Pattaya. And that's where I've stayed for almost 2 months. Wow, we've got 91 people on. Thank you, everybody. So we are live from the condo. Hopefully we can get to 158. If you hit that like button, it will help the live stream. Sigit Crazy Golf. I believe there's a bit of a pitch and putt somewhere in Pratumnak as well. Steve, nice one. I'll go to the Golden Ferret later in the week. Yeah, I had a really, really nice breakfast at the Golden Ferret, but I also believe they do other food there. You know, your lasagnas, your shepherd's pie, all that good stuff. And I think it says Golf Society on the sign. Wombat Jomtien. That Wombat place in Jomtien, I was gonna go to that today, and because I forgot it was Songkran. I'm riding down Beach Road, and then I just seen this absolute carnage, and gone down one of the soys and got away from Beach Road today. It's not a day to be filming a breakfast vlog. We'll save that for another day. S. Patterson, good morning from the UK. Hello, S. Patterson. Whereabouts in the UK are you? What's it like today? Is it grey and miserable, or is it blue sky? Is it a nice Saturday in the UK? Anybody else from the UK? We've got people from India, Australia, New Zealand, Sweden, everywhere. Gary Cook, Mark, ask your viewers to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, absolutely. So we've got about 100 people on the live. If you would kindly hit the like button, that will help the live get seen. It will help the algorithm. Or algorithm. Welsh 32, hello Mr. Owl. Hello, mate. So, Toby, I don't mean to be rude. Where are we going with this one? Let's have a look. But do you think you're bottling it a bit going home? No, I don't. And what's the other part of the question? You have a DTV visa. Could you not get some work there? No, you can't. So DTV visa, for me, the one I've got is a digital nomad. So that's doing the YouTube and the YouTube only. And it's not about bottling it. If I had all the money in the world, I would be staying. So a bit of back and forth, that option 2, and we'll see how we go from there. And the DTV visa is the best visa. You know, I'm no expert on visas, but a lot of people agree with me. It is the best visa. It's a 5-year visa. It's multi-entry, and it costs £300 for the term of the visa. Wow. Unbelievable. But thanks for the question, Toby. Gavin Coldwell. Hello, Abel from West Yorkshire. Hello. And for everyone that's joined us, I am early. I jumped on about 22. It's not going to change the end time. I'll still do the same amount of time. And we're still 5 minutes before we're meant to start now. We've got 101 people on. Brilliant. If you hit the like button, we might get to the record, which is 158 we got on Tuesday. Unbelievable. Keep these questions coming. Your interaction is key. Johnny Blaze, the 19th is the last and biggest day. Yeah, today, the 19th, is the biggest day. It is Songkran. It's the ultimate celebration, and you can see it. You can see the difference today compared to every other day. There's been water fights all week, but today I've never seen anything like it. I've never driven a motorbike down a road and seen what I've seen today. What a celebration. Lots of people loving it. Foam parties, foam pouring out of the bar. You can't even see the people onto the road. I'm like that, navigating it on the Owl. Steve Woodburn, Lake District, wetter than Songkran. It always seems to rain when I go to the Lake District. I've had some cracking nights out in Kendal, Mink Cate and all that, and Lake Windermere, really good nights out, but it always rained. Always. Welsh 32, it's always a nice day in the UK watching you, Mr. Oh, come on, Welsh 32, thank you very much. Happy days, hi buddy from Western Supermare. How you doing? How you doing? Well, I've had a good night in Western Supermare as well. Lee Hughes, Owl, if you factor in the cost of your return flight, time to find a job, working right there, there's no way you're coming back. Well, you know, we'll see how we get on. I've got a contract lined up. I'm doing the sensible thing in terms of trying to get a better balance on the finances, and like I said on the video, the hardest thing I've found is the discipline and being able to stay in, to not go out and party. You know, we come to Pattaya, like I said on the video, to enjoy ourselves, but when you live here, some people can deal with that better than others, and the reality is I've been out more than I should, therefore spent more than I should, which has caused an issue. And I'm a big believer that if there's an issue that needs resolving or talking about, then that's what I need to do. Partying too much, spending too much, it's not sustainable, and I'm not the kind of person to bury my head in the sand and wait till there's no money left. So it's a sensible approach, you know. And YouTube is the ups, the downs, the ugly, all the good stuff. The bad times are good times. Even if you have to change the plan, at least you guys are aware of it. Jim Bean Steve, the problem on YouTube is momentum is everything. Absolutely. I mean, I started the channel back in January with no subscribers, and the momentum has continued to move forward. I think we're up to over 3,000 subscribers. This month we've done all right. We've got over 250,000 views. So thank you very much for everybody who's been watching the vlogs. I mean, I never thought I would get that many views in the last 28 days. So I'll keep doing them. As long as you guys keep watching it, I'll keep doing them. And wow, we've got 121 people, and we're not meant to start for another couple of minutes. So hello everyone, welcome to the live from the condo, my condo on the balcony here in Pattaya. And because I was on early, it doesn't mean I'm going to finish any sooner. I'm on it for the duration. So thank you for joining me, and if you can hit that like button, it will really help the live. And today I've been to the Maggie May's opening, the Maggie May Resort opening and Songkran party for a couple of hours. I was on the motorbike, so I just had one bottle of beer, but there's lots going on there. Food, partying, pool party. Yeah, it was impressive. And thank you very much for the invite. Right, where are we up to? Pork chop, 42 thumbs up, fantastic, brilliant. Yeah, so we're getting there. I think we got about 170 thumbs up by the end of the Tuesday live, so we're on track there. Thank you very much, Pork chop. Because I can't see the thumbs up. I can see how many people are on the live, but not how many thumbs up we've got. Calvary, loving the channel. Would love to see a review of Sleep With Me Hotel as I'm staying there in November. Where is that? Whereabouts is it? Is that Soy Bacau? Second Road? Let us know where it is. Web97, good morning, Owl, from sunny Wales. Looking good. Well, thank you. In this shirt, I never say no to a free t-shirt. So I've had a t-shirt off Mr. Egg. I wore that the other day. I've got a t-shirt off Webby here. I like my free t-shirts. So absolutely, thank you very much. Well spotted, Web97. Siggy, partying, spending too much sounds like a good trip. Yeah, but you know, this was meant to be a move and not just a trip. But it is so difficult not to go out. You really need to be disciplined and strong, really, because when you're out, then you spend, you know. But something I've not considered is obviously staying in. Is that what you come to Pattaya for? And a lot of guys, and I've said before, a lot of respect for you if you can actually do that, you know. And there's a lot of people that live out here and have done for years, and they're not out on Soy Bacau every night, so it is possible. But it's I think it's a mentality thing. It's a habit. Toby, I once wiped out 300k baht in 10 days on Samui. Never again. Thank you for sharing, Toby, mate. John, do you think 39 was too young to make a permanent move? No, mate. I think realistically, what I found the toughest is, as I said, the ability to just stay in and not spend versus going out partying. It's Pattaya. Sitting in the condo here is not quite like sitting in a house in England. You feel a bit more confined. You want to get out. When you're out, you want to have fun and enjoy yourself. So the spending was the big surprise. And the income on YouTube, even though, you know, it's up to like, you know, it'd be like £900 plus for the month, which I've been told is really good. It still needs something else. Like, for example, my property, which I do own in England, that is an option to rent that out. So there are options, but I just need to steady the ship. Right, where are we up to with the questions? Let's have a look. Oops. Where are we? So yeah, thanks for the question there, John, but I don't think the age 39 going on 40 is necessarily too young. However, if you are a little bit older and you have got a pension coming in, that can only be a good thing. So in terms of pension, maybe 8, and also if you wanted a retirement visa, you need to be 50 as well. So I'm not saying there isn't any relevance in the age, but for me it's more about kind of income and the ability not to go out and spend money on Bacau, LK Metro and all the other little gems we've got in Pattaya. Soy 10, it's a nice hotel. I stayed there, thank you. I will put that on my list of places to check out. I've had lots of people send me emails saying, can you go here, there, and I do my best. Johnny Blaze, I stayed there for 8 nights at the end of last year and it was great, no complaints. And it's good as well that you two talk, you lot, should I say, talk to each other as well on here. I don't have all the answers. Yeah, near Witherspoon, Soy 19. Jason, my glasses are steaming up here, it's that one. Right, where are we? Jason, hi Owl. Hello Jason, welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you for everybody that comes on and watches and also comments and hits the like button, because all of that helps people join. And we're not far. I mean, we're near 125, 130. If we can beat 158, I'd be amazed. That's Tuesday's record. Jim Bean, Steve, wise man, visit more often. Thank you, Jim. Can't see how that. Siggy, owl are birds of the night. Absolutely. You know, this owl vlogs through the day and has fun at night. Martin, hi from Surrey, Coolish. Hi from sunny Coolish, Sydney. There we go, thank you, mate. So in Australia, brilliant stuff. Jason, when you say entertainment, what is there of an evening to do? Well, I've got a little ant on the screen. 1 second. Let's go. What is there to do? What is there to do in Pattaya? Wow. My days. There's so much to do. There's bars. There's all sorts of different types of bars, and there's so much fun to have in them bars. So yeah, just if you've not been to Pattaya, mate, and that is a genuine question, either do a bit of research on Google or come out and experience it for yourself. Book in a hotel on Soibakau and just get a taster of what it's about. I've never ever been bored in Pattaya. I've never ever had a bad night out, and that says a lot. And there's always lots to do, and you don't have to be in the same area every night. You can literally go to different areas. Neil, the golf in Prachumak is at the bottom of Soi 4. It's a bit breezy. Oh, thank you, mate. I didn't know where it was. Welsh 32, Mr. Owl. Would selling your house be better than renting it? Because when you rent it, it's a pain if you get a bad tenant. That's my concern as well. I mean, I own the house. In fact, I've owned a property since I was 21 years old. I've been a landlord before in the past. I was a landlord for 10 years for a flat I had near Manchester. And I didn't have many problems then, but I have got friends who have had not so great tenants for all sorts of reasons. So, and it's an asset. I'm not overly wanting to sell it. I think renting, if I was to do anything, would be the option. Because once it's sold, hasn't it? And then yes, you get a pot of money, but when that pot of money's gone, that's it. And whereas if you're renting, you've got that yield coming in, that income coming in. So yeah, selling it for me is not something I would consider at the minute, but things may change. A big hello to everyone who's just joined the live stream. I've just noticed we've just got over 130 people on. Hello everyone. I'm live from Prachumak on the balcony of my condo, and it is about 36 degrees. I'm having this as my workout of the week. That's why the glasses keep steaming up, because it is roasting. But it's crazy on the streets. It is Thai New Year. It's Songkran, and that's why I've decided to do it from the condo. Good question though. Thank you, Welsh 32. S. Patterson, all good, mate. Looking to book 5 weeks in the wonderful Pattaya later in the year. Which website do they recommend for good flight prices? Basically what I do, just to keep it simple, is I use Skyscanner to get an idea, and then I go direct to Emirates, and I always get a better price. That's because I want to fly with Emirates. I've flown with Viva Air, I've flown with Thai Airways, and I've flown with Emirates, and for me, I prefer Emirates, and going to them direct, I've always got it cheaper. GCLDN agrees Skyscanner is good. It is, but then all what Sky does, it's a kind of a centralised website, and then obviously you can go off and book it on various different websites from there. Wow, we've got over 140 people on. A big hello to everyone. If you can hit that like button, we might get past the record. I mean, I was amazed on Tuesday, actually. I was amazed on Tuesday when we got 158. Pat's 31. Do you think if you had a bigger condo, you would find it easier to stay in? That is a very good question. Let's say it was a house with a garden and everything. It's still Pattaya though, isn't it? I don't know. I think having a little condo makes me want to go out. If it was bigger, if it was a house, I think it would help. Is my gut feel speaking there? But this is still Pattaya. You know, if I'm then stood in a garden, I could be stood on LK Metro. A lot of guys have been very successful coming out in here, and that's because they can be disciplined and they go, you know, I'm not going out. I might go out one night a week on a Friday, and that's it. But I found that the biggest challenge, and it was a surprise. It was a surprise But I tell you what, I've had a cracking, by the time I go, it'll be 2 months, and I've had the time of my life. Amazing. Last night was the meetup night, absolutely. It wasn't the busiest. It was Songkran, easy for me to say, crazy. So we didn't have as many as we normally do. We normally get 10 or 12, and it was about half that. And it turned into a massive water fight with the bar next door. And not everybody likes to get drenched, do they? But the meetup night will be back on Friday at the cave. And hopefully we can get some more people in. Thank you there for the question, S. Patterson. And Pats31, thank you. Steve, I think most bloggers tend to party too much in the first 6 months, then they pick up hobbies. Join Pattaya Sports Club. Yeah, there is a way forward. If you can break through that initial barrier of partying, Pattaya does have a lot more to offer, and I think I'll do a vlog on that at some point. But, you know, playing golf is not really me. Could I get into it? Is there any other hobbies people would recommend? 52 likes so far. It's brilliant. Well, we've got nearly 150 people on. If you can hit that like button, it really helps the owl algorithm. Stunning. Previous to this trip, you had been in Thailand for 4 weeks. Now it's roughly only 10 weeks. Do you think you've done enough planning? I mean, well, there's been 3 trips, 2, 4, 6 weeks, and then there'll be 2 months on top of that 6 weeks. So it's a little bit more than that. I did what planning I could, but I think what's become clear is sometimes until you actually get in there, experience it, see how you react to certain temptations. For example, I could have come here and absolutely felt homesick and not enjoyed the area, but it's the opposite. I never felt so at home. So that didn't even come into it. It was a temptation to go out, and the spending is not sustainable. And I think no matter how much planning I did, that still would have come as a bit of a surprise for me, because I thought I'd be all right going out once a week, or once every couple of weeks. It's just not a reality for me at the moment in Pattaya. But thank you very much there, Stunning mate. The goat, would you say most of your spending goes on entertainment? Absolutely. I've made 3 or 4 videos now, and entertainment is the biggest spend. If all what I had to do is come out here and stay in my condo, go out for a meal, not have any of the entertainment, then, I mean, my condo alone is only £290 a month. My water bill and my electric is only £20 a month. So, absolutely is the answer to that question, mate. Good question. I agree, there's no place like Pattaya in the world. This place is similar, but not. For me, Pattaya, hence the name of the channel, PattayaOwl is the best place in the world. Best nightlife in the world. But you guys potentially have been somewhere else, Cambodia, the Philippines. How does that compare? Put that question out there. I've never been. I've been to Hong Kong 4 times, many years ago. Right, where are we up to with the questions? So, thank you, the goat. Gavin, Pattaya, there's no place like it on earth. I agree, mate, I agree. I'm absolutely dripping in sweat. It is so warm. But I've opted to do it from the condo on the balcony rather than inside, just to mix it up, to give you a different backdrop. Right, I'm nearly catching up with the comments here now. Stu, I'd be selling real estate right now, Owl. Oh really? You think there's going to be a property crash, do you, mate? I think having property, putting your money into property is a safe bet overall, personally. No point selling an asset. Yeah, I kind of agree. Steve, Emirates all the way for me, absolutely. Just brilliant, really good service. You can even have your picture taken on board, if that's something you like. I certainly do. I've got lots of the Polaroid pictures. Right, where are we? Oh wow, we've got 158 people on. If we can just get a couple more, we'll beat the record. If you can hit the like button, everybody, that would be absolutely fantastic. We might just beat Tuesday's record here. We've already met it, but we've not beaten it yet. Let's have a see. See how we get on. Right. So Paul Scarf, afternoon. Did you look into online teaching as part of your DTV? No, I didn't. My DTV is purely for being a digital nomad through the channel PattayaOwl, making YouTube videos, and I had to send my videos, my portfolio to get the DTV approved. So if I start doing something else, I'm not covered for that. But afternoon to you, mate. GCLDN, roast dinner at the Robin Hood tomorrow, Owl. That's worth a vlog. I tell you what, I've already vlogged it, but I do fancy it. I do fancy a roast dinner tomorrow, because the Robin Hood is actually closed today because it's Songkran. It is Thai New Year. The streets are full of vehicles and people throwing water at each other. I went to Maggie May's resort before for the grand opening Songkran party, and I was getting people on the way there throwing water bombs, shooting the water pistols. It is crazy. Today is the ultimate day for Songkran. It's the 19th, and after today it finishes. And the Robin Hood Tavern opens again tomorrow, so I might just have a roast dinner in there. Are you going in tomorrow, mate? Wow, dripping. Absolutely. This is like a sauna. I'm just trying to catch up with the questions. There we are, roast dinner. You never know, I might see you there, GC. Johnny Blaze, leaving to go back to the UK, then returning. Do you think your discipline will ever be different? I don't know, mate. But what I do know is you guys will come along with me, and I'll continue to share with you my thoughts, my feelings, how I'm doing, the ups and the downs. It is what it is. There's no pretense on this channel. You know, I thought I could come out here and stay in the majority of the time. I can't. At the minute, not to say I can't improve that. And I can't guarantee when I come back out that that's going to change. But the best thing is to be honest. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. You can't afford to live here if that's the case. Some tough words, some tough love to the owl. Welsh 32, Mr. Owl, why not buy your own bar? I don't fancy that. I mean, in the future, if anyone ever opens a bar, the Owl Bar, maybe we could do a meetup night. I don't know. But the cave where I do the meetup nights, the owner's Linda is lovely. And the staff there are lovely. The bar's a great location. So I'm very happy with the cave at the minute. But in terms of buying a bar, I can't see me wanting to buy a bar. And nor have I got the funds to buy a bar. Steve, tennis, paddleboard and bowls. Paddleboarding, I've done a bit of that before in Cornwall. We got 158 people. We need 159 to beat the record. If you can just hit that like button, that'll help the algorithm. Jim Bean Steve, oh, that's disappeared, that question. Houses are cheap and you have the space. Is that in the UK? I want the house prices in the UK. I think you're probably referring to Thailand, mate. Albar44, hi Owl. Hello, mate. Heading back in June for my 28th trip. Wow, respect. Absolutely, 28th trip. There is only one hobby in Pats. Absolutely. Unless, of course, you like bowls, tennis and all that stuff. Darren, when do you fly back? So I'm going back in May, first week in May, and then we'll take it from there. Where are we up to? If you just joined the live stream, it is Songkran. It's Saturday. I'm live from the balcony at the condo. And we did match Tuesday's record. We've got 158 people. Thank you very much. Today I've been to a bit of an opening party at Maggie May's resort, Songkran, bit of a Songkran party there as well, but I only had one beer. I was on the bike and I've come back for the live stream. and I hope you're all well. What are you all up to today? What are you doing? Anything exciting? Are you preparing to go out for the evening? It's Saturday night coming up. Wow, lots of comments here. Lots of comments. It would help if I could see. How did you get your calculations so wrong? Well, I'm human. I didn't know that I was going to go out and party as much as I did. There's no shame in that. Stu Lowell, the UK real estate market. Oh, I hope it doesn't crash, mate. The blind traveller, you've also not had the internet in your condo, therefore no TV. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't really get sorted out while I've been over here the last couple of months is internet in the condo. Maybe if I did have the likes of Netflix and Amazon, that might have helped a little bit. AK Reynolds, what will happen with your condo? Well, I've still very much got a 12-month contract. My motorbike will be staying here, and we'll just take it from there. I won't be subletting it. I think that is against the rules. It's a workout trying to keep these comments from slipping. Dominic, how did you damage the toilets? That was weeks ago. Too much toilet roll, mate. Too much toilet roll. That was right at the beginning. House prices will double. Everyone has a different opinion on the house. Soy Art Deco, your video on how much you've spent in Thailand in the last few years explained a lot. I've been there many times over the decades. I've never spent that amount of money. It's impossible. That you have, it's possible. Oh, possible. Yeah, it is possible. I've spent it, absolutely. Hi, Owl. This is Mike Stewart. Loved the content. I stayed in Pattaya for 9 months and finished an online master's degree. Respect to you, mate. Absolutely. Got in a routine, daytime, fire stick movies at night. See, that's the way forward. That is the way forward, mate. Great. Thank you for sharing that. That's actually quite inspiring. Gary Cook. I'm living in PP Cambodia. It's Thailand 25, 30 years ago. It's great, Mark. Interested. I'd love to get to Cambodia one day. And I'll just say, we've just beaten our record. We had 159 people on this live stream. The record was 158, and we've done it. We've smashed Tuesday's record. We've smashed any other record before on this channel. 159 people. Thank you very much. Now, if you can hit the like button, imagine we can get more than that. Imagine we can set a new record. I've never thought we would get a live stream with 159 people on. Imagine over 200. Let's just see how we get on. I don't know if you guys can see the amount. Oh, pressing the wrong button. They're making people moderators by accident. Alright, let's find where we're up to. I think you're right. Chris, morning Owl. Sorry I'm late. We'll catch up later. Thank you, mate. Good to have you here. Webby's a good guy, mate. Webby, and I'm actually wearing one of his shirts. I never said no to a free t-shirt. S. Patterson. Wow, we've got 160 people on the live. I can't believe it. This is a record. S. Patterson, thank you guys for the replies. Oh, he's just saying thank you to everybody who's recommended website, flights, etc. And I fly with Emirates. Some people think a direct flight's better, and I always thought it was, but having that break, being able to have 2 little 6-hour flights with a break in the middle to stretch your legs, I prefer that. I prefer that. What do you prefer? Because I've done the direct to London on either Air and Thai Airways. Coming back's always longer, 13 hours in some cases, but I much prefer the Dubai connection. And thank you to everybody who has sent me a Buy Me the Coffee, much appreciated. What I do is personally thank you all at the end. I'll go through Buy Me a Coffee and reply individually. Thank you very much. All right, where are we on the comments? There we are. Toby Price, if you bought a box of tea bags, water and some milk, would you still be able to stay? Do you reckon that'd do it? Do you reckon it is the issue of not having enough tea bags? I don't think so, mate. I think even if I had an unlimited supply of Cocoa Pops, I think the ants would eat them. I think the temptation to go out is still too high at the minute. Getting a hobby, maybe studying, that kind. They all have implications for the visa, though. You know. Wow, we've got 160 people on. Hello, everybody. Live from Pattaya on my condo balcony. 36 degrees, dripping in sweat. I'm doing this as my workout today. 163. This just gets better. If you can hit that like button, you'll really help the algorithm. Where are we up to? Lots of talk about house prices. White Lime, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you on the live again. Qatar. He mentions Qatar there. Let me have a look at that one again. I love it. As I'm reading a comment, they then flick off and I need to find it again. We need to sort it out. I said this last time. Let's have a look. Oh my days, 167 people on the live. Hello everyone. Exciting. The record was 158 before this live stream. And I'm going to do my best to get to everyone's comment. Qatar is better than Emirates, but Emirates usually has shorter stopovers. Is it? Does everyone else find that? I mean, I've never flown with Qatar, so I can't comment. I've always flown with, well, I haven't always. I've flown with Emirates. More recently, should I say. Men go to Pattaya to spend money. Absolutely. Steve Woodburn, I'm in the Robin Hood a week on Sunday. Fantastic. I might go in for a Sunday lunch tomorrow. Yes, I'll be going for a Sunday roast, 5 p.m. Then a foot massage. I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it? You have your Sunday lunch and then you just sit back, let that digest while you have your foot massage for 200 baht. Brilliant. John Balfour, greetings, Owl. Greetings. Going back to the UK. Oh, that's disappeared. Let me find it again. Going back to the UK will charge your batteries, recharge your batteries, and you'll soon be back out with a spring in your step. All the best from Spurs John. Thank you, mate. Muddy Duck, what about getting out and about on the bike? Exploring new places would provide you with fresh material for vlogs. Good shout, mate. Good shout. Soy Art Deco for the DTV. Don't you have to prove 6 months that you can support yourself? Yeah, but you know, there's nothing to say you can't spend that quicker than expected. But you don't have to keep providing that you've got proof of the money all the way through it. No, I mean, I had to prove that I had the money. Obviously, that money's gone down a bit. And the income hasn't really been there, has it? As I've said to you, you know, it's, even though I'm really grateful for the £900 I've earned on YouTube in the last 28 days, last month, it's still not enough. I need to work harder. Alright, try and catch up with these comments for you. Hard Tulip. Interesting name. I'm not keen on the UK landlords. Glad the government is bringing in a new law on no fault evictions law. Interesting. Nicola lad, if you don't rent out your property, wouldn't you have to commit to staying in Pattaya? If you do rent out your UK property, wouldn't you have to commit? I think renting the property is a must if I come out here for a longer term. I think potentially I can get £1,000 a month off that rental, so it's a bit of a no-brainer really, isn't it? LOL, how could you afford a mortgage at 21? I got my first mortgage at 21. Back in 2006 when I got my first mortgage, it was easy. It was 3 months pay slips, and a lot of guys might be able to relate to this. 3 months pay slips and an approval with a mortgage advisor, job done. It all changed a couple of years after that, probably something to do with the 2008 crash. But in 2006, I got my mortgage agreed in about an hour with an advisor, and yeah, I got on the property ladder at the age of 21, and that was a apartment near Manchester, and I went on to then rent it out, and I was a landlord for about 10 years, which luckily I didn't have any issues. We've got 162 people on. Forgive me, I think that's the highest of today. I don't know if it was 168. We'll go with 162. If it was more than that, let me know. But 162 has smashed the record. Shortbread Biscuit Owl. Growing your channel and sacrificing some nights out has been better than coming back to live in the UK. It's a dive here. Well, you know what? It is what it is. I mean, I have a lot of respect for England, where I come from, and the UK. So it's no harm going back for a period of time, and we'll see how we get on. Dave, why don't you manage Webby's bar? Well, he hasn't got a bar. Soy Art Deco, when I was there, I would go out every night playing pool. Wouldn't drink much, but you just had a game of pool there. That is an option, mate, isn't it? But I say that, is it really an option? For me, you know, the temptation to go out on PattayaOwl, LK Metro, just have one. Chug P, my first trip to Thailand, I was getting 72 baht to the pound. Wow. I've heard a lot of people saying it was 70 baht plus back in the day. I mean, that would be amazing. What is it now, 40 something? Jill Lawson, watch out, there's water everywhere. Absolutely, it is tiny year, it is the 19th. It is crazy out there today. I've never seen anything like it. On both sides of the main carriageways, there's water fights going on. One bar had a foam party going on, and the foam was pouring out the bar. You couldn't even see the people. Absolute carnage. But everyone's having a great time. Lots of people enjoying it. And after today, that's it. It's done. As far as I'm aware, the Songkran finishes after today. In Pattaya, it's fair to say we've had a full week of getting wet. Even at the meetup last night, we normally get 10, 12 people. We got less than half of that. And I think that's down to Songkran. And it ended up in the end being a water fight between the cave and the bar to the left, whatever that's called, not the jungle, on the other side. And I got some water. I was there doing I had the water pistol, and someone got me with a full bucket in the ear, and I couldn't hear. I lost my hearing for all the night. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go to the clinic in the morning and get this ear sorted. I'm not gonna be able to, do what I need to do. I even lost my balance briefly. However, in the early hours of the night, it just went and poured out on the pillow. I'm like, thank God. How on earth water can stay in your ear like that? I do not know. But yes, Jill, there is water everywhere. Steve, start most apprenticeships at 16, full wages at 20. I've done plenty of mortgages for 21-year-olds. Yeah, getting a mortgage at 21 for me. And even now as a 21-year-old, if you've got the money and you've got the job and the income, then you won't be discriminated because you're 21 years old. It's just harder to get that money and to get that job with the right income, because the affordability is the whole new thing they brought in after the 2008 crash, which makes it a tougher process. But back in 2006, it was probably easier getting my mortgage than it was ordering a Greggs. Especially if I was ordering extra sausage, extra omelette. Sometimes that can be a bit tricky. And if you say ketchup, they can put too much ketchup on that Greg's sausage bap. But getting the mortgage was easy. BKK Confidential, hi, I just arrived, so what is the plan? The plan, mate? Well, the plan today is I've been to Maggie May's opening Songkran and the resort opening, and that was good. I had one beer there, went on the motorbike, and then came back to the condo for the live. So this is my workout. I'm dripping in sweat. It's 36 degrees here on the condo. My table is wet. I'm going to do the live for a couple of hours, and then I'm probably going to get some food somewhere. I'm going to go out there, get wet again for the final time this year, and get a nice meal. I'm probably not going to have the chicken penang and chicken fried rice, because I have got into a habit of having that most nights, and even though it's cheap and beautiful, it can't be good. They say everything in moderation, right? I don't think a creamy chicken penang is good for the owl every night. But good to have you here, BKK Confidential, easy for me to say. Muddy Duck 160, yeah, I think we topped at 162. That's the record, we'll go with that. If you can hit the like button, everybody, that'll just help boost the live, and we might get nearer to that 200 mark. I mean, that would be brilliant. I could just imagine you all now sat in like a room of 160 people. Brilliant. Love the support. Thank you, everyone. And thanks for everyone who sent me a buy me a coffee. I will thank you individually at the end of the live. Well done. Thank you very much, Jill. Dominic, you should get yourself some Apple AirTags and hide on your bike. Good shout. The Blind Traveller, have a look at the Welsh Government proposal for landlords. Paul Leonard, why have you not got a lady? Why have I not got a lady? Why have I not got Mrs. Owl? Well, believe it or not, it's not that easy to find the one in Pattaya. It takes time, like it does everywhere. You want to make sure you get on with that person, that it's a genuine connection, all of that good stuff. And in just under 2 months, I haven't found Mrs. Owl. I haven't. Franco's in the house. Hello, mate. We'll have a brekkie when you want. All right, let's have a look. Where are we up to? Lots of talk about mortgages. I didn't think I'd be talking about mortgages today, but I have to say it was the easiest thing I ever took out in 2006. Jonas, direct is much better. Oh, fair, mate, fair. For me, I prefer the connecting flight in Dubai. Toby Price, 100% sack the long flight. Emirates, very good with a connecting flight. So just different of opinion, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? To book what you want. Jill, direct flights for me. Landing and taking off still freaks me out. I'm not going to lie. I've had a few rough landings, but the takeoff, it's such a critical point of the flight, isn't it? I do get the odd little butterfly, I'm not going to lie. Even now, even though I've flown all my life, it's still that moment when you leave the ground. You just want it just to be, GC L&D, I cannot get direct flights from Dublin. I have to travel. Yeah, I think a lot of the direct flights are from London, aren't they? I don't believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe you can get a direct flight from Manchester to Thailand. I think you have to do a connecting in London. Wow, we've got 165 people on the live. Hello, everybody. If you can smash the like button, we might get to the 200. This is a new record. I'm live from the condo here in Pattaya, 36 degrees with no aircon on, pouring in sweat for you guys. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have everybody on the live stream. And I hope you're all enjoying the vlogs. I was saying before, in the last 28 days, we've got 250,000 views. And that's thank you to you guys watching the videos, commenting, giving us a thumbs up, all of that good stuff. I never thought I would get 250,000 views in less than a month. Thank you. Your support means the world. So, Paul, I've answered that question around why have you not got a lady. I've not found Mrs. Owl yet. Steve, people still bought houses before the 70s. Let's have a look. Simon Campbell, are you a Man U fan? No, I'm an Oldham Athletic fan, mate. BKK Confidential, I must do direct flight. It would be hard to wake up. Fair enough, mate. Chelsea boy, cheers, Mr. Owl. Oh, nice one, mate. And it was an absolute pleasure to meet you in Bentley's Bar the other week, mate. A proper gentleman. Johnny Blaze, Doha Airport is much nicer and smaller than Dubai. Oh, I've never been there. Never been there. GC, I prefer Emirates food over Qatar, and the airport in Dubai, Emirates wins for me. Qatar Airline was my best experience, and that's coming from Soy Art Deco. Lots of different opinions, and that's why we love it. Slightly different topic there. TM, can just about see that. Santiago, stay and become a bar manager. No, thank you. I don't want to be a bar manager. No disrespect to the bar managers out there, but that isn't going to be for me. Stilo, yeah, 3 months pay slips. That's what it took. Richard Harper, I have flown with Qatar, Emirates, Etihad, there's another one, and Gulf Air, all stop in the Middle East between 1 or 2 hours. The Blind Traveller, the new law for no-fault evictions. I don't know anything about that, mate, to be honest. XC37B, good to have you back on the live, mate. You are a regular, and you also, according to your comments, say that you regularly fly DUS to BKK. I can recommend Emirates for a convenient break in Dubai. And the A380, I love that plane. Love it. Love the 2 floors. Amazing. I like sitting at the back of it as well. And I don't know about you guys, I used to think it was cool booking a window seat. It's not so cool when you need a wee, is it? Well, we've got 162 people on the live. We're topped at 168. We're an hour in. I did start a little bit early. I am live from Cozy Beach, my condo. And it is Thai New Year. Happy New Year from Thailand. It's Songkran. It's the main day. And I'm trying to find where I'm up to on the comments. Right, there's Chelsea Boy's comment. Answered that one. Richard Harper, I've flown Qatar, Emirates, yeah, read that one. Jonas, what football team do you support? I support Oldham Athletic. The Bayern Munich shirts are purely just because I like the shirt. Pat Pong, Wise Owl, are you at the 21 you had flat? Yeah, I did. I rented out the apartment near Manchester for many years, maybe even 10 years it was in the end. And I only had maybe 1 or 2 tenants in that time. I was very lucky. David Clark, hello mate, and thank you very much for being a member. A big shout out to all the members of the channel, and of course everyone that's bought me a coffee. I will thank you individually. There is a link in the bio and also the QR code there, but I do like to thank you personally. After the live, YouTuber Pattaya, so what's the last day in Pattaya? It'll be the first week in May. Ned Budi, hello Owl, I see you there, buddy. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Luke G, keep up the videos, like the light entertainment. Thank you, mate. And that's all it is. You know, we don't need to take it overly seriously. These are fun videos, fun vlogs. Franco's in the house doing his moderating. Thank you very much, Franco. Hope you enjoyed your cup of tea, your pot of tea, your Twinings of London. Soy Art Deco. That back in the day, 72 baht was like for 1 month. Ah, really? Right, okay. Jonas, where is the best? It was something about bangers and then it disappeared. Come on, let's find it. Where is the best bangers in your opinion? Well, Copper Spoon, brilliant. Bentley's Bar, brilliant. Robin Hood Tavern, brilliant. Time Bar, if I've not mentioned that, brilliant. Great bangers. If you're after a big chunky banger, you know, Time Bar, Bentley's, Robin Hood. Copper Spoon, tasty banger, but it's a thin one. GCLDN, my condo overlooks Soy Diana. and Arika Lodge. I did a vlog on that. It's packed with water fights. Yeah, it is a crazy one today. I was on the motorbike going through Jomtien, and there was a few dodgy moments where I was checking my blind spot because I had to move out quick to avoid getting absolutely hammered. Pat Pong, the owl is always true and honest on most subjects. As we asked that you're mortgage free of both properties. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind telling you about the mortgage I had when I was 21, mate, and owning a property. These are, you know, it's not like a major thing really, is it? I'm proud to own a property. It wasn't easy, but it's the best investment I've ever done, really. Yeah. Right, where are we up to? Thank you very much. So kind words, mate, kind words. BKK Confidential, I will try the chicken car bang. Lucci, would have been good to catch up. I was in Pattaya last week. Yeah, it would have been, mate. The meetup nights are there. YouTuber Pattaya, I bring 25k over every time I come over for a month. Jonas, you can get a direct flight with Thai Airline from Stockholm. Yeah, I've flown, easy for me to say, I need a drink, with Thai Airways before, and I was happy, but I do prefer Emirates. Aussie living in USA, a horse goes into a bar. Business class all the way. Well, it costs more. I don't know if you've had a chance to see the video I posted yesterday. I basically go through all my spending in the last couple of years coming to Pattaya, Thailand, and I don't want to ruin it. If you've not seen the vlog, check it out after this live. Jonas loves the girls on Thai Airline because they're professional. Absolutely. Sophie, how are you doing, Sophie? What about the condo and motorbike? Well, the condo's here, the 12-month contract remains, and my motorbike will be here behind the security barrier, easy for me to say, and the security man looking after it. YouTuber Pattaya, stay another week so you can come to Soy 6 with me. Well, first week in May, I will be flying back. Dominic, I fly Austrian. Oh, right, okay, I've not flown with them before. I've flown with Swiss, actually, and when I was going to Hong Kong, and I also flew with Finnair. Jonas, it's also the thing from the old man, like, remember the problem with the... BKK Confidential, I want a big balcony when I rent for a month, sitting outside and drinking a pint. Well, this is it, mate. If you've got the space, if you can afford to have one with a bit of space, it's better. My balcony is tiny balcony, and I'm kind of half in the living room and half on the balcony here, and if you could see the table, it's covered with PattayaOwl sweat because it is roasting. And I'll take a little moment from the comments just to have a drink of water. I can't believe it, 168 people on the live stream, absolutely brilliant. It's obviously because you guys have been hitting that like button. Whenever you hit it, it really does send up the live. Thank you very much. And the more people we can get, the better. More questions, more people interacting, and also you guys chat with each other, which is fantastic. But thank you very much for your question there, Sonia. YouTube, yeah, Kung's is good. It doesn't need any promoting. It is good, and they do a choice of sausages. But yeah, it's not on my like top of the list. You know, I prefer the Banger at Time Bar, to be honest. But it's personal preference. Kung's is legendary, and of course, Kung's is part of the other places like Chomps where they do amazing English Chinese food. Like last night, I was at Chomps after a night out, having a lemon chicken with fried rice, and that was made by the same people who own Kung's, so they obviously know what they're doing. Toby Price, if you eat too many sausages, you will end up with sausage fingers. Okay, Thank you, Toby, for that warning. Soy Art Deco, some vlogs on British Thai restaurants would be interesting. Okay, mate. To be honest, I've never had a British breakfast in Thailand. Fair play, mate. Mr. Hill just got 2 fresh sausage rolls with HP from the local bakery. Well, you're making me hungry there. Thank you for sharing. Finnair, cheap flights. Yeah, I've taken off from Helsinki before, going back to Manchester, and we took off in the snow, and that was a pleasure, actually. Absolute pleasure. Beautiful views. Let's find where we are with the comments. Jay Smith, Owl, why don't you just stay in Thailand until next year? Well, it comes down to money, mate. I'm not going to wait until next year when there's no money left with the current partying, and I'd rather earn a bit of money and come back, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I've tried to get that across as well in the videos, mate. Luke G, I was going to come to the meetup, but I've got COVID. Oh, okay, mate, hope you're feeling all right. YouTuber Pattaya, what's your I don't really have any regrets as such. Clearly, spending less money, but I've had a great time. So if anything, yeah, not kind of getting that right initially, and in terms of how much I'm going out partying and spending less in the first few weeks. But it's not a regret that's eating me up. It is what it is. This is just real life. I've had a fantastic time. I'm in the best city in the world, the party city of the world, and I've had a great time. So I'm not thinking, oh my god, I've got this massive regret that I've spent too much money. I've had a great time. I've just overspent. Toby Price, yeah, I've got a contract, mate. Yeah, when I go back. BKK Confidential, you're living the life right now. Happy for you, mate. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Pat Pong, Owl's biggest regret would probably be not going Pattaya before 2023. A fair comment. I was late to the game. I've been watching the vloggers like Kevin Thailand back in 2015, almost booked a flight in 2017, and I think that's the time I should have come out. 6 years, 7 years prior to when I actually did, and maybe if I started the YouTube then, would I have called it PattayaOwl? I don't know. Things happen for a reason, don't they? Would it have taken off? Would it have not? I don't know. But you can't think like that. It is what it is. The main thing is I've come to Pattaya, I've come to Thailand, and I've actually experienced it. Soy Art Deco, do you need someone to give a quick weekly dusting to your condo? I know a lady. No, I should be alright, mate. Thanks for the offer, though. Alba44, hope you get back to Pattaya soon. Thank you, mate. A YouTuber, Pattaya, you haven't done any travelling. No, I mean, there's so much to see in Pattaya, mate. I'm not in a rush to go back to Bangkok. Of course, there's places like Hua Hin, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, Koh Samui, Koh Samet. The list goes on. Loads of places, but there's time for that. There's time for that. It's all about Pattaya at the minute. Stuart Freeman, your problem is your age. It's easier to stay in more when you're 65 plus. Well, mate, I don't know, mate. I don't know if it is age related, to be honest. I've seen a lot of lads out every night and they're older than 65. I think it's more the ability to stay in, or to find a hobby, or to find an interest, or to be disciplined and not go out partying. I don't know if it is age related, mate, but thank you for commenting, and obviously we've all got our own opinions. And for everyone that's just joined the live, hello, it is Songkran. I'm live from the condo in Pattaya, and we beat the record today of 168 people on the live. Really happy with that. Dominic, have you tried Yerkes hot dogs and burgers just down the road from your place? No, I haven't, but I have walked past that place. I am going to try it. Thanks for the reminder, mate. Jay Smith, Owl, you much regret renting the condo for 12 months, money down the drain? No, I don't regret it. Fantastic condo, really great value at £290 a month, and of course it's here and my bike's here and it is what it is, and there's no regrets whatsoever. I love it, really happy with it. YouTuber Pattaya, go to Isan. Yeah, I've heard that is worth going, definitely. BKK, if I rented out the house before I came here, yeah, I'd be in a stronger position, mate. That's fair. That's a fair comment. Toby Price, come on, Mr. Owl, Pattaya is nothing like Thailand. It's Blackpool in the sea. Not for me, mate. Not for me. There's lots of Thai culture here in Pattaya, and it is the party city of the world, and I prefer it. It's worlds apart compared to Blackpool, mate. That's my opinion. You know, I've been to Blackpool. I was in Blackpool last year. You can have a good night out with the lads in Blackpool. I've been on stag do's in Blackpool, but if we're comparing Blackpool nightlife to Pattaya nightlife, they're not in the same league, in my opinion. That is as honest as I can get. It's not slagging off Blackpool. A lot of love for Blackpool. I've been there as a kid, and I've done the whole growing up, as in stag do's and all that stuff there. But Pattaya, for me, is the best place in the world for nightlife. And some people might disagree. You know, if you're 18, you might like going to Zante or Cabos because of that, you know, the clubs or a beefer. So it is personal preference. When I was 18, I was having holidays in Cabos and Magaluf. You know, I remember clubbing, easy for me to say, in BCM, the biggest nightclub in Magaluf. I wonder if that's still there. And then you had Boomerang Bar, and they're the best times of my life. And I never even considered Thailand as an 18-year-old. So it is relative to where you are, I think, in your life as well, perhaps. Who knows? Lots of comments. I'm doing my best to flick through them. And Franco is doing the moderating today. Thank you, mate. It's a warm one. It's a warm one. Luke G would have been good to catch up. Yeah, of course, mate. Where are we in these comments? So many comments. Thank you very much for everyone. Apologies if I've not got round to everyone's. There is a lot. Almost back to where I was. PattayaOwl, YouTuber Pattaya Pats is a dump. Disagree, mate. Harsh. Really harsh. Pat Pong, does the owl prefer to go out at night on his own? Oh, that comment's just disappeared. Let me find you again. I'm going to have to get these comments on a laptop, I think. Does the owl prefer to go out on his own at night? Oh, let's find it. on his own, or does he prefer a wingman? You know what? I like both. I can go out on my own in Pattaya. Absolutely, you're not on your own for long. But going out with the lads as well. I've had some really good nights out in Bang Chang, Pattaya, and for me, they're different nights. You know, if you're going out on your own or you're going out with the lads, it's a slightly different type of evening. Both great. Get them both in the same week. Why not? Just like you would do back in England. You might go on a date with a potential Mrs. Owl one night. You might go out to the pub with the lads on a Friday after work. Different nights, and they all work. BKK Confidential, I'd love to see no mods in the chat. I think we've got Franco. He's a moderator. Muzzle, hope all is well. Thank you, mate. David B, dude, I'm really enjoying watching your earlier videos you posted. Well done, mate. Thank you, David B, and thanks for your recent comments on the videos. Appreciated. William, isn't it better for you to financially lose your condo deposit by cancelling? No, I want to keep my condo and keep my bike where it is. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. Franco's just making the point that he is in the house, absolutely. David B, I've been all over the world travelling for work, seen so many great places. Until you've been to Pattaya, you have no idea. It is fantastic, mate, isn't it? It really is. Tony travels, the bed in that condo must have taken a hell of a Steve Woodburn, phone parties at BCM, my days. Do you remember them? Like, it brings back amazing happy memories. BCM, Magaluf, Mallorca. The phone party, it got to a certain time, the phone poured out, everyone is having the time of their life. And as an 18, 19-year-old, it was amazing. Bass, I watch every single Pattaya vlog, and I've yet to see an attractive female in the videos. Okay. Jonas, yours and my lads also, of course, are a thirsty bunch. Absolutely. GC, am I out later? I don't know, mate. BKK Confidential. Franco, do you know everything about Pattaya? Muzzle, are you allowed to sublet? Nope. Luke G, your channel is growing. Thank you, mate. It's growing fast. Won't be long, and hopefully. Well, this is it. I mean, the views have been really, really good. As I was saying before, I mean, I can't believe we've got 250,000 views in this month alone. Just amazing. I'm enjoying doing the vlogs. I'm posting about one vlog a day. Apart from today, I've not posted. The last vlog was yesterday, and that was based on how much I've spent in the last couple of years in Thailand. So after this live, check it out. But there isn't one going out today. I was going to film, but the Songkran is everywhere, and I just don't fancy getting drenched and the iPhone drenched or the Pocket 3 drenched. So for the sake of a day, I am going to wait. So a vlog should be out tomorrow. I do like a daily vlog and a daily short, and even a picture post. I like to keep the channel active where I can. S. Patterson, excellent live stream, mate. Very informative. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We've talked about flights, mortgages. Who would have thought we're having a conversation about mortgages on a live on a Saturday? My days. Doom Pets, hello Owl. Hello, mate. Welsh Boy Willie, Owl Mint says hello. Hello, Mint. The guys love you and I love you. Oh, spot on, mate. You're an absolute lovely bunch. And I am wearing your free shirt. If anybody else wants to give me a free t-shirt, I will take it. And I love you all too. Right, where are we up to? BKK Confidential. Owl, do you watch Owl? No, I don't actually. I don't know who that is. David B. Owl, have you mentioned yet when you might come back? It's too early to tell at the minute, The visa is a 5-year visa. I'm in it for the long term. Let's just get back to the UK, reevaluate and take it from there. That's the honest answer. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to tweak and get it right. But there's an opportunity. Thankfully, I own an asset which I can rent, which can bring in an income. So we'll just see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. And I can't believe we got 168 people on the live. If you can hit that like button, that will be amazing. It will help the owl algorithm. And thank you for everyone who sent me a buy me the coffee. At the end of the live, in about an hour and a bit, I will thank you via the buy me a coffee app. Sophie, how are you doing, Sophie? Good to see you back here again. Do you think you are likely to marry a Thai woman in the future? Why not? Who knows? You know, Mrs. Owl would be nice. I want Mrs. Owl to be the right Mrs. Owl, and I'm on the look for Mrs. Owl. I'm up for dates, I'm up for getting to know people. I just want it to be a proper, genuine relationship, not anything else. So, of course, you know. Thank you for the question, Sophie. Welsh Boy Webbit, come party with us later. You know where we are. Well, I was just saying, actually, Webbit, before I went to the Maggie Mae's grand opening and Songkran party, and it really is the bee's knees, and I've seen the rooms as well, and they're good. But the party today, they're all around the pool, they've got food on the go, they've got music on the go. But I came back to do the live show. But yeah, I know where the party is, Webby mate. I might come back, we'll see how we are. I'm absolutely drenched on the live stream. But yeah, thank you, buddy. Lots of people shouting out to Webby there. That Botox is doing well. It is. You know, it's worked. Baz, how can we support you? Well, it's down for me to sort that out, mate. I appreciate you saying that. The only things I do here is buy me a coffee, super chats, whatever. But in terms of, it's only me who can sort out the situation, mate. But I do appreciate that. Baz Owl, have you spent time in Bangers and Mash? Is that a place? Mank Trev, very impressive how your numbers grew so rapidly. It shows you're doing a great job. Thank you, mate. And I tell you what, it's amazing how many people are watching the vlogs, but also these lives. You know, I didn't think we'd get 168. You know, can we actually get to a 200 on one live? That'd be great. Thank you for the support. A lot of people have said that. Now, obviously, I'm going back at the start of May. Does that mean I'm back into holiday mode? No, I'm being sensible. Don't get me wrong, I was out last night, had a great night. Water fights outside the cave, even though it was a quiet meet-up. Webby and his gang came, and, you know, we're having a water fight with for Songkran with the bar next door. It was brilliant, and I think I got in, I can't even remember, maybe 1, 2 in the morning. It wasn't a super late one, but it was a late one. So I'm not going crazy, no. I'm not going crazy, but I'm still in Pattaya and I'm still having fun. Tomo in Thailand, how are you doing, buddy? Mr. Owl, did you buy your Osmo Pocket 3 here in Thailand? No, I bought it in England, and it was, for the combo kit, it was £619, mate. And I've not used it a lot. I did a vlog at the beginning on my condo, and I did a bit of filming there. And I've kind of figured out how to use it, but at the start it was doing its own thing. I had it on the wrong setting, but I just find it easier to vlog on the actual iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I know a lot of vloggers do that as well. Thanks for the question, Tomo. John Fagan, great content by the way, thank you mate. And I've tried to add a little bit of music to the videos. Have you noticed that? Do you like that? At the vlog yesterday where I'm walking down the beach and then the music kicks in, just thought I'd add a little addition. PattayaOwl superfan, have you been to any other part of Thailand like Patong? No, I've literally only been to Bangkok, Pattaya, Koh Lan, Bang Chang. I've not been to Phuket, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, all of them places. I'm a newbie to this game. I've only been coming to Thailand for 2 years. Some of these lads have been coming for 38 years and more. Bass, Owl, aren't you worried about being labelled a monger once you're back in the UK? No. Well, for coming to the best city in the world and having a great time. My family and friends are like, go for it, enjoy yourself. Why worry about what other people think? Are you crazy? But yeah, thank you for the question, mate. Wasn't having a go at you there. Welsh Boy Webbit, Mint just said Owl is cute. Oh, thank you, Mint. And I was impressed. I was impressed with the moves. Tomo in Thailand, cheers, brother. Appreciate it. I was going to ask my uncle to bring me one over from the UK, but I've seen them cheaper. Yeah, I believe they are cheaper here. I don't know how that works, but yeah, 619 I think it was. But yeah, not used it. I still want to keep it because if there's anything wrong with the iPhone, or say I'm doing a vlog that I really want top end quality, then I can use that because it is the best. In my opinion, it is the best vlogging camera out there. There is the Action 5, which some people would argue is maybe better because it's waterproof, but David B, no, I've never married, mate. Never married. Franco, should there be a red light flashing on your mic? No. Thank you, Franco. Well spotted, mate. That is running out of charge. Bear with me a second. I'll put it on charge. Thank you, Franco. I'm back. The mic is on charge. I'll move you a little bit closer. I'll shout a bit louder. I just went to the kitchen to put it on. So thank you, Franco. I had no idea my mic was flashing red. So we'll stick some charge into it. That is a DJI mic. It's a good mic. PattayaOwl superfan, I only been to Patong and Pattaya. Cool. Jay, thank F, today is the last day of Songkran. Well, you know, it's been a great celebration. Today, I've never seen anything like it. I had a great night last night. I had a great night in Pratumnak, Soi 5. I've done my bit with Songkran. I've got stuck in, but it's a long time. And I'm looking forward to be able to drive around, walk around and vlog without getting wet through. It's going to be nice. And tomorrow, fingers crossed, is the first day where we're back to no Songkran. And just on the topic of Franco, are we having a brekkie, mate? Just send me a message after. BKK Confidential, I was joked about your age. I believe you were 44 to 46. Fair enough, mate. Yeah, doesn't bother me. I think at the age of 18, I looked about 27. So they either got my birth certificate wrong, or I've just had a tough paper round. Maybe I need to get an hair transplant. What do you reckon? PattayaOwl, any cake there? Any other vloggers purely doing breakfast reviews? I don't know, mate. You know, I don't know. I don't, to be honest, what I found as well is being over here, I'm actually watching less of the YouTube. You know, I obviously watch my favourites still, but it's there's not a lot of time in the day to sit and watch YouTube in Pattaya, and a lot of people agree with me. You want to be out having a laugh. So I don't know who does breakfast vlogs. I don't think any of the YouTubers I watch, I mean, obviously I think Webby's done a few breakfast ones, but I don't think there's many people who do breakfast vlogs. I don't know, let me know. Start of May, John. Yeah, start of May, I'll be nipping back to the UK. Which breakfast review for the biggest views? I did a breakfast vlog on Copper Spoon, and that did all right in terms of views, but that is a genuinely nice breakfast. So Time Bar, I've done 2 vlogs on Time Bar. That's a really popular one because you can get a breakfast there, right, for 129 baht, and the bangers are big and juicy, and it deserves every bit of publicity it gets from any of my vlogs, but it doesn't need it. Everyone knows Time Bar. Watch by Webby, no, it's not Owl. The red light means it's recording, so it can upload later. Ah, right. So in theory then, I should be able to put my mic back on then, Webby, yeah? Keith Kelly, hi Owl, how are things in Pattaya? Great, mate, really good. Had a beer before at Maggie May's Resort, opening day on Songkran, and then came back for the live stream. I was out last night as well. We had a meet-up. We didn't have a lot on the meet-up. You know, we usually get 10 or 12 people, and we had less than a dozen. But, you know, we still had a laugh. The water fight and everything. Apart from getting water in the ear, which, as I mentioned before, it cleared in the middle of the night, thankfully. Otherwise, I would have had to go to the clinic and say, can you get the water out my ear? I couldn't hear. Welsh Boy Webby, I will never listen to anything Franco says. I'm going to get my mic, won't be a sec. I'm back. We're back. And we've got over 140 people on the live stream. We're an hour and 37 minutes in. I can't believe we've got 168 on this live stream today. If you can hit the like button or smash the like button, that'll help get the live out there and help the algorithm. Or as you guys say, the owl algorithm. Right, let's see where we're up to on the comments. David B. Owl, you are 40. You're at your prime age. Oh, thank you, mate. Ned Smith, hi Mark, how are you doing, mate? Yeah, good, thank you. Steve Woodman, how are you going to bank a load of content so you can release in the UK? I'm not. I'm going to do live streams from the UK, and I might do fresh vlogs from the UK. I'm not going to be creating a massive backlog of vlogs to then post out one a week. while I'm in England. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to use all my vlogs here, and then there'll just be different vlogs. And a lot of feedback, you guys have said you'd love to see me do a vlog having a brekkie somewhere in, I don't know, London, Manchester, something like that. But we'll just see how we get on. We'll just go with it. We're on blue. Franco, we're on blue, mate. But good question. Cheers, Steve, mate. Thank you, buddy. Stuart Freeman, is your regret you can't not go out, or you don't have enough money? Well, the issue is that discipline of not being able to stay in and going out and spending too much money is part of the problem, and not having that income high enough is a second part of the problem. So being disciplined, cutting down the spend, not going out as much, finding a hobby, this, that and the other, as well as getting an income maybe from the property in the UK, as well as the increased YouTube, might be the solution. Let's see how we get on with it. But it is difficult. You know, in England, I would only have maybe a drinking session once a year, once every 6 months. And here in Pattaya, it's like, lads, are we going out for one? It feels odd not having a singer. Ned Smith, please do videos from the UK until you come back to the greatest city in the world. I'm going to do some vlogs, mate. And this channel is PattayaOwl, but equally it's me, innit? I am on the channel, and I did, when I was in England, I did a number of vlogs from England as well. But I'm not going to be, like you said before, I'm not going to be just posting vlogs which aren't current. I tend to film a vlog, edit a vlog, and post it the same day. That's going to continue. I like you to see content which is really fresh, as opposed to something I filmed a week or 2 weeks ago. And that's just the way I do it. And don't forget, I don't have a fancy editing software, laptop and all that stuff. I do it, I could be in Time Bar, eating a banger, and then with my right arm, editing it. That's the way I like it. Alright, I'll just get rid of him. Is your mic synced? It is synced, Mike. Yeah, it is. Thank you, though. Steve Woodburn, 18k a year at 50 for retirement visa is ideal. Tomo, one thing I admire about you, Mr. Owl, is your ability to let negative comments completely go over your head. Thank you, mate. And I always try and be respectful where I can and respond where I can. Unless it's absolutely in your face, abusive or rude, I ain't got time for that. But I've not had that too much. Jay Smith, Owl, you could do a full English breakfast videos back in the UK, rating sausages out of 10. Would people watch that? Welsh Boy Webbing, Mark, blue is Bluetooth, it needs to be on green. Oh, really? I'm doing it via Bluetooth, though, is what I'm thinking. I'm doing it Bluetooth to my phone. So what do you reckon then, Webby? What do I press to make it go green? But it is connected via Bluetooth. But yeah, let us know, mate. I think people can hear me anyway. And you put, to be fair, you have put, don't worry, the sound is perfect, spot on. Bass, Owl, which sausages from Macro do you recommend? Well, I've never been to Macro. I've only been to Big C, and I've never bought a sausage from Big C or a supermarket in Thailand. Not a clue. What I do know, if you're after a good banger, check out these places. Bentley's Pratumnak, Time Bar, LK Metro, Robin Hood Tavern, Avenue Second Road. And then if you're after a slim sausage, but a tasty one. Then Copper Spoon. And thank you very much there, Knock, for the super chat, and a big thank you to everyone that has sent a buy me a coffee. Much appreciated. The link is in the bio, and we're up to 160 people on the live stream. We have topped at 168. If you can hit that like button, it will help us get seen by more. We might even be able to beat the record. And whereabouts are you in the world? I know when we started an hour and 43 minutes ago, we had people from New Zealand, Australia, Wales, England, all over the place, Sweden. Let me know in the comments, where are you from? Mark Saunders, I just recently been watching videos, good content. I can tell you've done to the earth. Keep humble, fella. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Can you be more? So you guys, some of you are having conversations with yourself, which is good. Gives me time to have a drink. Ned Smith, do you reckon prices in Pattaya will go up in the next few months? Not a clue, mate. What I do know is, well, a lot of people have told me, is Pattaya is more expensive than it's been in the past, and even the exchange was at like 72 baht to the pound, whereas now it's like, what, 40 something. But I guess that's like everywhere in the world, isn't it? Everything's gone a little bit more expensive than it was. Few conversations about hair transplants. Thank you very much, Not There, for the super chat. Welsh Boy Webbit, leave this. I'll show you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, spot on, mate. As long as you can hear me, like you said, that's the main thing. And it's interesting. I've had it on flashing blue for every live so far. But maybe that's the mic on the iPhone that's good then. We'll figure it out, mate. Ah, right, okay. So I think the mic is trying to pair. All right, okay. That's interesting. I thought I'd paired it, but it is what it is. We can sort the mic out next time. The main thing is you can hear me. Coco Road, I'm from Pocklington, North Yorkshire. Hello there. Dean Wright, Melbourne, Australia, Owl. Thank you, mate. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, David B. Thank you, mate. PattayaOwl Superfan, do you eat those sausages from 7-Eleven? I do eat the ones in the toaster. Absolutely delightful. In fact, I treated myself to one the other night. 2 actually. They're like little hot dog sausages in a cheese toaster. Alec Edge, raining in the UK, typical. Sorry to hear that. Return of the wildness. Daily streams and daily vids, then you can stay in Pattaya. No, I can't just rely on YouTube income as it is at the minute. I'm earning about £900 a month, which is fantastic, but it would need to be more than that. And getting that other income stream is the way to do it. If it's for a rented property, a pension, something like that, I agree. John, how much did you originally set for your monthly budget? That's part of the problem, isn't it? I don't think I had one. Welsh Boy Webbit, honest mate, leave the mic, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, spot on, mate. It took me weeks to work out the mic. Yeah. Yeah, if you can show us tomorrow, mate, that'd be brilliant. But you can hear me, so we'll be good. We'll be good. Marky Tarbins. I've been Pattaya. Pattaya the first time was back in 1996. Wow. Been back about 17 times since. Last year, where did that go? Last year was September, and I'm going back to Pattaya next month. Nice one, mate. This is what I mean. A lot of you guys watching have been here multiple times. I mean, I've only been here 4 times. Some of you guys 30 plus. But there are some people out there, some subscribers, some people watching who have never been to Pattaya. And the best advice I can give you is come out. Come and check it for yourself. Thank you for that though, Marky. PattayaOwl Superfan, those cheese toasties are great when you're starving. Yeah, and the other night, everywhere was closed and I was hungry. I can't say starving, can I? Get told off. I was hungry, really hungry. And I just ordered 2. And within minutes, they'd gone. So Marky, you're from Australia, Perth, Western Australia, Perth. Thank you, mate. Alec Edge, Golden Ferret owner, an Aussie, golf organised a couple of... Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with the Golden Ferret. Really impressed with it. Tasty breakfast. In fact, I'm going to go back. But as for the golf side of it, I'm not a golfer. I'm not a golfer. I've done pitch and putt before. And I think I accidentally hit a car with a golf ball. Great shot. I'm joking. Do you find they take the toasty out before it's cooked? It looks a bit pale sometimes, the toasty from 7-Eleven, but it's all about the taste. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. Sean, hello Mark, MUFC. I'm an Oldham fan, but yeah, a good result for you guys the other night. Good food at the Golden Ferret, yeah, and also at the Golden Ferret they do, like I mentioned before, they do food like lasagna, shepherd's pie, all of that home cooked food. So I am a fan of the Golden Ferret, even though in my vlog I called it the Golden Pheasant. Triple R Traveller, oi oi owl, I'm planning to retire to Thailand with the missus. Fantastic, mate. Whereabouts are you going to retire? Marky, my father from Enfield, North London, but lives in Perth, has been going to Pattaya since. Brilliant stuff. Baz, yeah, they rush the sausage toasters. Better to go for a 5-minute walk and then go back for it. I can't do that. I'm not. I want it. I want it as quick as it's warm. But I get your point. It's nicer when it looks a bit brown, right? If you don't know what we're talking about, everybody, we're talking about the toasties at 7-Eleven. White Lime, I'm also back in May for a few months. Just a reminder to everyone coming from May, you need to do the thing online, the DTAC, whatever that is. I'm not clued up on that. I'm aware there's something coming in May you need to do online. But yeah, anything like that, I tend to check the relevant website. If it be the Thai e-visa website, that's the website I did the DTV visa on. Alec Edge, Golden Ferret do a lovely Christmas meal, 650 baht. Well, that's good. Bass Owl, do you eat Thai food at all? Absolutely. I love Thai food. I love having a chicken pad Thai at Eat Street on the avenue just off Second Road. I've been told the chicken Penang is Malaysian and not Thai, and I love that. I love the pork krapao. That's like your minced pork or your minced chicken with rice and an egg on top, and that has a real kick to it. You know, lots of chilies in there. So I do love Thai food, but I've maybe had 4 or 5 dishes that I really like again and again and again. I've not tried say 28, 30 plus different Thai dishes. There's more there's definitely more to try. Yeah, I've had a beer in Mark's bar, mate. Yeah, Marky Tabbins. I just want to say, come to Fulham against Chelsea tomorrow night's game. Baz, how many chills in your? John, I arrive in Pattaya a week on Monday. Totally buzzing. Third time. I have the DTV. And we'll be retiring there next year. 7-Eleven toasty at 4 a.m. Drunk are the dogs. Well, I tell you what, mate, spot on. Well done for getting your DTV. In my opinion, that's an achievement. Yeah, that is an achievement, mate. Getting the DTV visa. When you get that email saying your visa's been approved, it's a great feeling because you can, it's a 5-year visa, multi-entry. It's phenomenal for £300 or 10,000 baht. Unbelievable. Well, we are 1 hour and 54 minutes in. We got 168 people on the live. Thank you. If you've not already pushed the like button, let's go and give it another push. Hit the like button and it'll help us get seen by more people. I disagree there, Stu, mate. Webby has been nothing but a gentleman. And I got a free t-shirt as well. David B, is it a toasty like a proper sandwich that is grilled or just like a self-contained doughed sandwich? Probably the latter, if we're being honest, mate. I've actually lost my comments. I've lost my comments live. 2 hours in. How do I get my comments back? Well, we've got 130 people on the live. We've been going for 2 hours. I'm live here in Pratumnak at my condo, sat on the balcony, and I've lost my comments. I can't see what you're saying. Anybody know how to get my comments back on the screen? Let's have a look. There we go. Comments are back. Well, I can play catch up. I have the comments back. John Fagan, hopefully meet up when I'm over for a beer. Absolutely, mate. The meet up nights while I'm over here are on a Friday at the Cave, 8 p.m. Now let's see where we're up to. Baz, Owl, have you ever tried? I haven't, mate, no. Gunship Simon, hi Mark, just on my lunch break. Hope you're well. I'm very good, mate. Hope you're enjoying your lunch on that chair. Any birdseed? John, hopefully meet up when we have a beer. I've read that one, of course, mate. Triple R Traveller, love my golf. Do you think the DTV or retirement visa? It just depends on your circumstance, mate. If you are a genuine remote worker or I'll just give you another example, a digital nomad, then the DTV could be for you. But if you're not planning to do either of them, or any power activities such as Thai boxing, then you need to be looking at a different visa, I think it is just for people who are going to work remotely or be a digital nomad or do power activities. If your plans to retire, then the right advice, and again, I'm no expert, will probably to be get a retirement visa. Baz, Franco, give the man his comments back. You know what? This is like the 6th live. I've never had the comments disappear before. Marky, I've been travelling to the Philippines 2 years ago. Angela said it's okay, but not much happening. I've never been, mate. I've never been to the Philippines. BKK confidential. I'm banned. Don't know what that means, mate. Marquee used like the Marine Disco on Walking Street. Pat's 31. Can you get a DTV as a landlord in your home country? Can you get a DTV as a landlord in your... I'm not a clue, mate. Not a clue. No, BKK, you're not banned. You've not said anything naughty, have you? Well, we are 20 seconds away from 2 hours into the live. I did jump on early. We did peak at 168. I did lose my comments, but I've got them back. Franco's doing the moderating. We've got one of Webby's t-shirts on. Yeah, well, this is it, Webby, innit? And like I said, mate, coming over here is you get to meet people, you spend time with them, you listen to them, and you get to know if you're going to get on and like that individual. And you, Webby, an absolute gentleman, mate, and I'm wearing your t-shirt with pride. And you and your mates, I'm proud to be part of the team, if you like, of the group of lads, the gang, as we call it. So yeah, and that's what I would say to anybody. Whenever you make friends with people, you make your own mind up, don't you? Was it hard to get the DTV? Not really. It took a few days. If you are genuine and you can provide what they're wanting, and you say you're definitely a digital nomad, so maybe you've got a YouTube channel and you've not just made that YouTube channel up just to get the DTV. As long as it's legit, I can't see you having an issue. Where some people are going wrong with the DTV is they're providing false documentation, and then the DTVs are getting cancelled, so it's pointless. And you've got to be prepared to lose £300 if you're denied. You don't get your money back. But the London Embassy was so helpful with me. Like, I missed out a couple of things, but instead of just declining it, they literally helped me and taught me through it. They said, right, Mark, we need a letter saying that you can work remotely for PattayaOwl. We need to see it in black and white. So I did it. To London Embassy, me, Mark, can work remotely for the YouTube channel PattayaOwl, full stop. And because they've seen that, they was happy. Mark here, where do you think the best fish and chips are in Pattaya? I've heard Sharples is pretty good. I'm not an expert on that. I know some other vloggers have done some fish and chip videos recently. I don't think I've done one vlog on fish and chips. Maybe I should. Sharples, I've heard, is good. You've got Sharples in Jomtien and one on Soy New Plaza, just off Second Road. Give it a try. I've heard it's good, but I don't have much fish and chips, believe it or not. Was YouTube enough to be a digital nomad? Absolutely enough, yeah. Like a letter. I wrote a letter. I don't want to bore people with the DTV process, to be honest with you, but it was a letter that I wrote to the London Embassy. We certainly don't have any hate on my live streams as well. So I mean, Franco he's doing a great job of being a moderator. There's people that I've met and I get on with really well, and I'll mention them in a live, or I'll wear the t-shirt, and if people don't like that person, then yeah, then it is what it is, isn't it? They just can go off the live, or this, that and the other. But Webby's been an absolute gent to me, and all of his mates have become my mates, so it is what it is. James Knight, are you a Sheffield United fan? I'm not, mate, no. I'm an Oldham Athletic fan who do also have sorry, I don't know what Sheffield United's logo is actually, but the old Oldham logo, it does have an owl in it. It does. That's not the reason why I chose PattayaOwl though, it's complete coincidence. Market, my favourite go-go is the windmill. The windmill is brilliant. I love the windmill. I've got to say, I've not been in for a few weeks though, because there's that many places to go in Pattaya, but you can have a cracking night in the windmill. Gavin, I don't understand why everyone hates on Webby. Not in this live stream, no. Any hate towards anybody else, we'll get rid of it. This is a positive life. Yeah, I know. Sheffield is the owl, not. Yeah, I know United is not the Sheffield. Is not the owl. Yeah, I know. I'll just delete that person. Right, so we've got just under 140 people on the live stream. We're over 2 hours in. We peaked at about 168. If you could hit the like button, that'd be brilliant. That'll help us just boost and get more people. Because I'll carry on. We've lost the light behind me, but thankfully I've got the kitchen light on. Tommy in Thailand, personally, I think that Mr. Owl and the Welsh boy are genuine pals. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, there's nothing put on for camera. He's a mate. PattayaOwl superfan, it's good. Go around, monetize the channel. Soy Art Deco, windmill tonight then, and you can let us know in the next stream. Well, I don't know if I'm out tonight, to be honest. I am hungover from last night. I did go to the Maggie Mae's Resort before for a beer, which went down well, so I could potentially, but I don't know. I've not even eaten, and it is 6:45 in the evening in Thailand, so I don't know if I'll be out tonight. David B, what's the story behind being referred to as the owl? Well, I wanted a name with Pattaya in it. I then just thought of like an animal to make it distinctive, came up with PattayaOwl, and then people now refer to me as the owl when I'm out and about. I could be walking down Soibakau and someone will shout the owl. They very rarely shout PattayaOwl. Back to the UK, first week in May. Welsh boy, baby, right, Mark, catch you later. I'm off to play silly games with water. Absolutely, because today is Songkran. It's the 19th, it's the main day, and this party's going on everywhere. So yeah, catch you in a bit, Webby. John, thanks mate, great content as always. Thank you very much for your support. And thank you to everyone that sent me a Buy Me the Coffee. The ones just come through there, brilliant. I will thank you as well via the Buy Me a Coffee app. I have put the link in the bio this time. I forgot to do that last time. BKK Confidential, I'm at Tottenham. I'm a Tottenham fan. Back in the Gary Lineker and Paul Gascoigne times. Two great players, both for England, club and country. TWR, hi Owl, is the big Songkran party this weekend in Pattaya? Yeah, today, 19th. The streets are wild. There's Songkran everywhere. Tonight is the night. If you don't like Songkran, tonight's the night probably to stay in. But there's lots of great parties going on. Mickey, T Thailand, do you feel obliged when you're out to buy ladies' drinks? No, I'd just say no if I don't want to. There's nothing worse than someone coming over and just saying, you know, I want a drink, I want, you know, it's got to happen naturally. If you want to buy someone a drink, you do it. If you don't, you don't. David B, I thought the owl would be not so. Yes, the owls usually do go out at night, and this one usually does. However, I was out last night. I'm doing a live stream. I've not had my tea. I will be going out into Cozy Beach just to get something to eat, but we'll see. Owl, what percentage of your budget was spent? No idea on lady. I've just put it under the umbrella of entertainment. I actually have not kept a record of where within that entertainment it's gone. Really good live stream. Yeah, really good. 168. If you haven't already, give us a like. And what I'll do is I'll upload the live after, and it'll go on. So usually we get a couple of thousand people watching the live afterwards, because not everybody can be on at the same time. Lots of great questions. And more coming through. Owl, chipolates or Cumberlands if you had to choose? Well, I do like the chipolates. They cook much quicker in the air fryer. So yeah, I'm going to say chipolates. I think Cumberlands, the big chunky sausages, you need to be putting them in the oven and get a proper cook done on them ones. But if you're after a quick sausage butty on the way to work, get the chipolates in the air fryer. Oxford Wildlife Camp, good for you to join us again, mate. When are you flying back to the UK? Make sure you have a meetup before you go. Yeah, so that's it is at the first week in May. We've still got a couple of meetups to go. The next meetup will be at the Cave, 8 PM on Friday. Hopefully we can get some more people. If we can get the usual 10, 12 people. I know some of the lads have flown home, but people have flown in, so hopefully we can. And if we continue to get the people on the meetups, like at least 10 people, I'll carry on doing them. But we'll just see. We'll see how we get on with that. Jonas, time for Easter dinner. Enjoy. Sounds delicious, mate. Bangers and mash fan? Yeah, absolutely. I love sausage gravy, mash, delightful. Toby Price, if a lady asks me for a drink, I never give one. The lady should be offered. I agree. Keith Smith, would you open a bar? No, I haven't got the money to. I think the only way I'd ever be associated with a bar is if somebody with loads of money bought it, it was their investment, but they just wanted me to do meetups or bring the person to the bar and I got a wage for it. Well, I don't even know that. I'd have to think that through. I'm happy doing my meetups as it is at the minute at the Cave, and I'm not being paid directly for doing that. It's a great way to meet subscribers, and I've met some great people that are becoming friends. So amazing, really good. But I'm not in a rush to buy a bar in Thailand. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. Really difficult. Tomo in Thailand. Hello, mate. Next time you're back in Thailand, pop down to Pattaya. Can't pronounce that, I do apologise, and I'll buy you a beer. Thank you, mate. And thanks for watching the videos and all your comments. Much appreciated. Only me, will you be at Webby's last... Is it? Oh, right, okay. If Webby's got a bar crawl coming up, and that is the end of April, again, I'm not in a position to confirm that. I know I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I don't know. But the answer will be yes to that. If I'm not sick, I will come along to the bar crawl, because I had a right laugh. A right laugh. Wow, we've got 130 odd people still on the live. I'll carry on for a bit longer. Any more questions? This has been a great live, and I think a lot of it is because you guys have been smashing that like button, and it's just been YouTube has been pushing the owl algorithm. Bass, what's the worst aspect of living in Pattaya? Honestly, the temptation to drink alcohol. Never thought I would think that, but it is. It's a tough challenge, you know, because the social and the nightlife here, you know, there's a social event every night. You can almost be invited to something every night of the week, which is great, but it usually involves alcohol and socialising, and then after that it's where we're going next. Candy Club it was last night after the meetup. Dominic, are you missing chocolate Easter eggs? No, I'm not missing it. I don't mind. I am missing a little bit of the Milky Bar white chocolate, but not necessarily the egg. I think if you can just have the Milky Bar on its own, that'll do me. It'll probably melt in about 1 second here. Davey B, is Pattaya during Christmas and New Year's worth the extra airline? Well, make your own mind up, experience it for yourself. There's a lot of reasons why people come to Pattaya at that time of year, due to holidays and people wanting to spend Christmas and New Year here. For me, everything was more expensive. The flight, the hotel. I couldn't get into certain hotels because it was fully booked. It was busier, and I didn't personally enjoy it at Christmas as much as I did in, say, January. And you pay more for it. So was it, in answer to your question, was it worth the extra airline? No. The best advice I could say to myself would be to come in January, not December. But there's lots of reasons why you guys come in December. Darius Patel, my apologies. Is there much of a live music scene in Pattaya? Absolutely. Yeah, there's so many places, mate. I mean, there's a great rock bar on Soy Bacau, which has live music every night. If you know what that's called, drop it in the comments. It is probably one of the most popular rock bars in Pattaya on Soy Bacau. Only me, I'll get you a beer on the crawl. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. And thanks to everyone who's done me a buy me the coffee. Every little helps. Much appreciated. Owl, is there a beer hiding behind the laptop? No. I don't drink in the condo at all. Never have, never will. Never drank at home. The beer is, it's a socialising thing. I'm on the water. Or should I say, I was on the water. Right, well, we've got almost 150 people on the live. I'll carry on. It must be because you're hitting that like button. I mean, I've never thought we'd get 168 people on a live. But yeah, thank you there, Only Me. I look forward to that beer, mate. Paul Price, are you going to get an air transplant? Nope. Right, where are we up to with it? Where are we up to with the comments? Let's have a look. I've got bloody flies coming in now. Oh God, Jesus. I'm kind of half sat on the balcony, half sat in the kitchen. Right, let's have a look where we are. David B, that's what I was thinking, Owl. I usually come in November. Yeah, December, it's, you pay extra, don't you? You pay extra. Owl, did you see the guy in Pattaya? Yeah, I did see the video. Yeah, I didn't like that. It's not good. Oh, White Line Rock Factory. Thank you, mate. Triple R Travel. GCLD, have a good weekend. Now, spot on. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for contributing to the live. Dominic, is the new 7-Eleven open? Yes, it is. Brand new 7-Eleven is open right near my condo. It was a derelict building last week, and now it's a fully functioning 7-Eleven, and that was one of the biggest surprises. Have you had a chicken Penang in Hemingway's? No, I haven't actually. Wow, 2 hours and 20 minutes in the live. How are we all doing? A big hello if you've only just joined. I'm here in Cozy Beach, Pattaya, in my condo. Believe it or not, when I started out here, you could see the beautiful trees and everything behind. And yeah, it's been a great live. If you want to see what's in front, I'll show you what's in front. It's a empty kitchen area because I've nicked the dining room table for this, but here we go. Let's flick it around for you. And that is my kitchen and empty dining room area. Right, so we're going to come to the end of the live like we usually do. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Any more questions, pop them in and I'll do my best to answer them. It's been a really good live. In fact, it's been a record breaker of a live. Never had so many people on the live. Appreciate everyone who's come along, and I hope to see you all again on another live. And yeah, keep watching the vlogs. Thank you very much for your support. It means the world. Any more questions? We've still got 120 odd people on. Jenks, would you consider doing a live walkabout at night? I did one at the back end of the last stream, I think it was the last Saturday one. I did a walk down the Soy, I think, or it may have been Tuesday, I can't remember. I did a little bit of a walk down and back up. The only thing is, it's a little bit trickier to answer and respond to all the comments when you've got other stuff going on around, but I know a lot of other vloggers do it, so maybe. But I do like these sit downs and talk to you guys. And yeah, 168 people. I'm blown away by that. Can't believe it. Paul G Eats, how you doing, mate? So we're just wrapping things up here now. Any last questions? I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to go out for some food. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Dominic, do you use the pool at the condo? I haven't yet. In almost 2 months, I've not used the gym or the pool. I'm not much of a swimmer. I must admit, not much of a swimmer. Easy for me to say. Soy Art Deco, any water fight footage tonight? I have. I've got some footage of last night where we're doing a little bit of a water fight outside the Meetup at the cave. I'll have a look at it, see if it's worth posting. I don't think it's got any people on it who don't want to be on it, so we'll see how we get on with that. I might post it. No, really, no issues, David B, with the area or the people here. Nothing but felt welcomed, no confrontation. And of an evening, it's an absolute delight. Everyone's respectful. People are doing their own thing, having the meals with the family. Lots of families here as well. What food? Bruce, the cat, and G, what food are you getting tonight? It just depends. I mean, I could just go for the easy option. I mean, it's absolutely crazy out there tonight, so I'm not going to be going into central Pattaya or too far, even off the soy. So I might go to a local restaurant and just get a Thai dish. Maybe a chicken Penang, surprise, even though I've heard that's Malaysian. Or a pork kapow with rice with an egg on top. Something just to fill me up. I've not eaten anything since my breakfast this morning, which was an omelette. Can you believe it? You'd think I'd eat more. And you're from California, mate. Bruce, the cat, and G here from California. S. Patterson, nice one, mate. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much. David B, awesome owl, thank you. Right, so we're naturally, like we usually do at 2 hours, 23 minutes in, coming to the end of the live. So we'll say our goodbyes. David B, awesome, thank you, mate. Appreciate everyone coming on the live, commenting. Thanks for everyone who's done me a buy me a coffee via the link in the bio. Much appreciated. And whatever you're doing and wherever you are, enjoy it. Saturday evening for a lot of you. Saturday afternoon, have a good one. Some of you at work. Hopefully it'll go quick for you. I'll give it a couple more minutes to say our goodbyes and then I'm going to get showered. It's been like doing a live in a sauna. There should be a vlog out tomorrow, by the way. I've not done any filming today with it being Songkran. It was just quite difficult to do filming. Lots going on. But I'll do a vlog, try and get one out tomorrow. The next live will be on Tuesday. And that will probably be 9 p.m. Thai time. There or thereabouts. And of course, the next meetup night is this coming Friday, 8 p.m. at the cave, and if we can get a good number in, 10 people, I'll carry them on. I think a few people didn't come out because of the Songkran yesterday. It was a quiet one. Steve Woodburn, great stream, thank you, mate. See you for a beer see you for a beer week after next. Absolutely. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for your contribution in the live. Right, it's almost that time. So, I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. If you have the option, give it a thumbs up. And I'll post it so others can see it as well. Share, comment, subscribe if you've not already. Your support means the world. And from my condo here in Cozy Beach, Bratumnak, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.